everyone, and welcome back to Bear's Reading Nook. I'm Kara, and today we're going to be doing a first chapter challenge. And so basically I have, I think 6 books on my Kindle that I have samples of, and I want to basically just read them, see how they are, see if the book is something that I would be interested in. So basically, I want to see if these 6 books are, worth it for me to put on my actual TBR, or if I should just, not even try them. So, we're going to do the chapter challenge. Let's see what the first book will be. Okay, so the first book that we're going to try a chapter of is The Atlas of Dreams. And I'll put a picture of the cover up there. Okay, so editing Kara here. I realized that when recording the other clips that I somehow forgot to include synopses for each book, so I'm basically going to just add clips of me reading the synopses for these books so that you get an idea of what they're about. The Atlas of Dreams is a 5-episode series starting with Sins of the Maker, the setup and beginning of the rising conflict brought about by our search for transcendence and the paths we take towards it. After the stars have lost their energy and the universe reaches its final breaths, humanity strives for paradise, but the cost of it can be too great for those who must choose for the rest of us. Follow the lives of 7 protagonists as they endure the challenges of their time in the face of spiritual upheaval and political turmoil. Explore the choices of the incarnation of God, a girl with power to feed stars their light and machines their power. Learn of an atheist in a world where God lives and how he struggles to find a moral balance where there seems to be none. Unravel the political conspiracy that seeks to undermine the Imperium or exalt it to new heights. See the way that soldiers fight in the armies of men and how their dreams make or break the future. Meet with the frailty of childhood and how it can change under the fires of war. Feel the inner struggle of a man destined for greatness, yet drowning in the sorrows of regret, and see what happens when a man that has lost everything is given the power to do anything. This is the Atlas of Dreams, our world expiring, our conscious rising. Okay, so it's sort of intriguing, but at the same time, So for me, I don't think that I would read that one personally, just because if I'm not 100% into it, then I don't want to waste my time. Even if I would potentially like it, because I'm not 100% on board with it, I'm gonna say no and probably take that one off of my TBR. And that's not to say at some point later I might not try to read it, but for the time being, not a fan. Next, let's do Conquest. Joshi Anua has been arranged to be married to the leader of her nation, the Great Farish. To help her escape her engagement, her future husband's enemies offer her an out. Become their spy and they'll give her a new name and identity somewhere the Farish will never find her. But Joshi gets to know the Farish. She starts to wonder if she put her loyalties in the right place. Even more so when she realizes that the Farish shares the abilities that she's had to keep secret for her whole life, and he might be the only one that can train her to use them. Okay, so Conquest is actually a really long first chapter, so I got to a stopping point, and honestly, This one would be one that I'm interested in to read, and I want to see where the story goes. It seems to follow a girl who is like a dragon tribe person who also has potentially fire powers, but that the fire is connected to her emotions, and she's kind of been told to like control her emotions in a way, and I'm intrigued to see where this story goes for that one. Next is Cloaked in Shadow, which looks like a potential fantasy romance, maybe? Zachariah Troverin is concerned with two things in life: hunting and dodging Petrare, the boy who broke his heart. Heartbreak becomes a distant concern when Zachariah is taken to the elven capital of Thessalina, where he's forced into King Dalior's new legion of shapeshifters. But Zachariah isn't a shapeshifter. In truth, he doesn't know what he is. Zachariah joins forces with his new friends, and they soon find themselves embroiled in a clash between the three elven continents. With war looming on the horizon, Zachariah must learn to use his latent power to fight and protect those he loves before they are destroyed. Okay, so same thing with this one. Chapter was long, but there's break, so I'm stopping. Honestly, that one I really enjoyed, and I really want to read that. There was a bit of sass in there that I appreciated, and I kind of want to know where this story is going, because if I'm honest, I don't really know where it's going currently. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. So far we're 2 for 3. Not bad. Next is going to be Dowry of Blood. A lyrical and dreamy reimagining of Dracula's brides. A Dowry of Blood is a story of desire, obsession, and emancipation. Saved from the brink of death by a mysterious stranger, Constanta is transformed from a medieval peasant into a bride fit for an undying king. But when Dracula draws a cunning aristocrat and starving artist into his web of passion and deceit, Constanta realizes that her beloved is capable of terrible things. Finding comfort in the arms of her rival consorts, she begins to unravel their husband's dark secrets. With the lives of everyone she loves on the line, Constanta will have to choose between her own freedom and her love for her husband. But bonds forged by blood can only be broken by death. Oh my goodness. Okay, I already love this. So this one I believe is from the perspective of like one of Dracula's like wives or like lovers or something, and the first little bit that I got was, I never dreamed it would end like this, my lord. Your blood splashing hot flecks onto my nightgown and pouring its rivulets onto our bedchamber floor. But creatures like us live a long time. There is no horror left in this world that can surprise me. Eventually, even your death becomes its own sort of inevitability. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh, I already like this. I already want to read this. So, you know what? We're just gonna go on to the next one, which is, I believe, a Song of the Dryad? Yeah, Song of the Dryad. 17-year-old Charlotte Barkley is still haunted by an encounter she had 8 years ago. A run-in with a fairy beast that had eyes like witchlight and a taste for flesh. Charlotte has avoided the Greenwood ever since, pretending fairies don't exist and choosing instead to focus her energies on graduating high school and perfecting her audition piece for the Bellini Institute. However, everything changes when her mom goes missing, kidnapped by the fairies that haunt the forest behind Charlotte's home. When Charlotte's search for her mom leads her into the fairy realm, she discovers that she hails from a line of shrine keepers, humans tasked with maintaining ancient fairy shrines. Charlotte's family has failed their duties to the fae, and now she has no choice but to strike a deal with the Dryad, an ancient powerful tree nymph responsible for her mom's disappearance. But the Dryad only gives her a month to complete her task: retrieve 5 stolen fairy stones and return them to the ancient fairy shrine. If she doesn't return the stones in time, the Dryad has threatened to imprison another of Charlotte's loved ones. Charlotte dives into the world as magical as it is deadly, coming face to face with fairy creatures that never get mentioned in the storybooks, including the creature that haunts her dreams. She must embrace her task and conquer her fears, or else she'll never see her mom again. So, this one had an interesting premise, which, I mean, is probably in other books as well. But as a kid, and I'm guessing still now, years later, the main character can see, like, fairies and stuff, and she had a run-in with some sort of weird monster-y creature that scared her, and that was really interesting. As far as the first chapter, that was not the most interesting thing to read, but I am still intrigued how the prologue will connect with the rest of the book, so I am willing to give that one a try. So after some thought, I think I actually am going to remove a song of the Dryad from my TBR. I just, after reading the first chapter and just thinking about it, it's not one that I'm as interested in anymore. So since I'm not interested in it, then why is it on my TBR? So yeah, taking that one off as well. So the final book is Pocketful of Crows, which I think is, a novella. So yeah, let's read this, I guess. I am as brown can be, and my eyes as black as sloe. I am as brisk can be, and wild as forest doe. The Child Ballads 295. So begins a beautiful tale of love, loss, and revenge. Following the seasons, a pocketful of crows balances youth and age, wisdom and passion, and draws on nature and folklore to weave a stunning modern mythology around a nameless wild girl. Only love could draw her into the world of named, tamed things, and it seems only revenge will be powerful enough to let her escape. What the heck did I just read? Like, what? I'm not a fan. I don't know what's going on. No. Like, legit, what did I just read? Because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. So I think of the 6, 4 are ones that I would keep on my TBR, and 2 are ones that I would be, or that I plan on taking off. So overall, not bad. I do have a ton more, books on my Kindle, so let's be real, we'll probably do another, chapter challenge at some point, but that is all for this video, and I will see you guys next time in the Bear's Nook. Bye!